Can we bring in Jun right now? We got the one-horn horse here himself. He's in the chat, and he's also on your screen.
Yeah,
Jun,
hello
what's
guys.
going on, man?
Welcome. Yeah, doing great. What about you guys? Thank you for having me, having Eldarune.
Absolutely, man. I'm feeling great. It's great to have you here. I love your background. What's going on back there?
Yeah, there is one of our legendary champions,
Nice.
Katarina. Yeah, Ice Mage.
Oh, she's an ice mage.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. I'm a big fan of elemental magics myself. So
Yeah, me too.
anytime there's like a fire mage or an ice mage, I'm all about it. It looks like the chat is really enjoying that too. So awesome, man. Well, it's really great to have you here. We've talked about Eldarune a little bit in the past, but maybe you could, for our new viewers and stuff, maybe you could give a little background on yourself. How you got into the project and how it formed, and just what's going on.
Yeah. I actually, since our last meeting with Gökçe, I believe lots of things changed. Yeah, we integrated AI into our game. Currently, players able to talk with AI with their microphones, and AI knows that they are living in the world of Elymnias in Eldarune, and they know how old they are, and they know their if they're magician, warrior, or anything. Yeah, they know their genre, and they will giving quests according to your communication style, according to a word that you are using while communicating. And our goal is integrating AI into all NPCs. So all NPCs will has different mechanism, and they able to give different quests to you. And this is the biggest change, actually.
Wow. John, I definitely want to go into the details of the AI piece, because I think that's very unique when it comes to the game. But just to sort of take a step back, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Tell us how you got into Web3, how you ended up where you are at. We love to hear the stories of our guests. So let's start with the story.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. I jumped to the meeting on in the middle. Yeah,
no worries,
no problem.
Yeah, we just have fun over here.
We love enthusiastic people. No problem at all.
Yeah, before the meeting, I watched a couple of guests. Yeah, like Reda, and before that, I think Lost Words. Yeah, they are also cool guys. Yeah,
definitely.
And yeah, I'm John. I'm a marketing guy actually, and I told my team if this project will fail, this will fail because of marketing. And if you want to blame marketing, you need to make me CEO, and then they will make me CEO. They made me CEO, and I'm here as a CEO of Eldarune. And I have 12 years of marketing experience. I generally software startups with AI focused and AI powered startups. And I really love what we are doing. And I'm really enjoying playing games. Yeah. When I find a time, I will play games.
How did you end up in Web3? Because marketing and AI, obviously there's a lot of applications outside of Web3. How did you end up with a digital asset gaming product?
Actually 3 years ago I was making some designs, and one of my colleagues told me you should buy some altcoins, you should buy AVAX, you should buy Solana. This will all increase. And I started this journey through my
who is this friend? That's some serious financial advice. We want to meet this friend.
It was like end of the at the end of the bull market.
Okay, so I don't know about the timing, but still.
I think the chat is saying that we're brothers too. I think, is that correct, chat? That John and I look like brothers?
I need a
It's all I do too, man. It's all, that's why I wear the hat. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
Don't we all? So a friend of you was telling you to buy some of the altcoins. Then what happened?
I bought, and after that I watched my all the savings getting lower, and yeah. After 3 or 4 months later, Rıza, our blockchain, our co-founder and head of blockchain development, wrote to me about, I'm working on a project about Steam of the Web3, and we are working on a game, and we want to integrate all this process into our game and the app. And would you like to join? And yep, definitely, I would like to join. And the journey started like this.
And this was Digard, I believe, right? Is it Digard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is, as you know, same project team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we started journey like this. We are working together for 2 years, and we are really enjoying what we are doing. And also we will be here when the beer market ends. And the beer market is building market, and we need to build. And we are building cool stuff, and we almost done every part of Digard, and Eldarune almost ready. There are a couple of integration left, and there are some calculations, and it will be available in the upcoming days.
So before we go into Eldarune, since you mentioned it, Digard is a gaming marketplace that's specifically targeting Web3 games. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Understood. Okay. And Eldarune is going to be the first game that's launching on Digard. Is that correct as well?
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure, our audience understood how all the pieces are.
Yeah.
Perfect. Why don't you give us a little bit of an overview of what Eldarune is, what the game is, what's the lore, all that good stuff. I think, it's been too long since we talked to Gökçe, so I think everybody would benefit from like a general overview of the game.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And our head of game, Tarık, started to develop Eldarune in 2016 as hobby project. And he released the game on Steam in 2019 as early access. And for 2 years, we are working together. And on the Steam, the Eldarune's name was Tides of Existence. And currently, we added our latest version on Steam, Eldarune Tides of Existence. And the difference between the Steam version and the blockchain version is in the blockchain version, there are Eldarune has 4 different game modes: campaign, dungeon, clan boss, and PvP. And on the Steam, there is only campaign mode, and players will enjoy the story. And Eldarune, based on a storybook, already written 250 pages, and also our head of game wrote this.
So you guys wrote the storybook, is that correct?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Okay. And is that available for public consumption, or is that just for you guys to build the game?
Yeah, actually, I read the story. I read all the book, but it's not public right now. And we want to. The Eldarune is season-based game, and we want to show the players season-based, and they will experience the story on the season-based.
The reason why I ask is, typically very successful RPG games end up expanding the universe to books, to movies, to whatever. And
I hope so.
Like, if anything, I'm a big science fiction book reader. Anytime I'm driving more than an hour, or anytime I'm traveling, I'll usually read at least one book. And starting from a book and a story is probably the more efficient way of building a really nice, especially campaign-based game. Obviously, you have more than just campaign, but I really like that. Let us know if the book goes public.
I want, because I'm a lore head, so I want to read that. I'm like, I have like you can see the Elden Ring collector's edition up here. Like, I love the lore, man. That's why I love FromSoft games. And it looks like I found your Steam page here too. So guys, if you're on Steam, it looks like you can
Yeah, it's still early access and older version over there. And once we release our game on the mainnet, we will also upload the game on Steam and like PlayStation.
Does that mean the Steam version, once you release the latest version, will have access to the Web3 capabilities as well?
No. There will
Just
be
the
only campaign mode. Yeah, there will be only campaign mode. And when people start to talk with AI, and AI will give some tips about Web3.
That's a great way to get new players, man. That's awesome.
It's like a nice soft on-ramp to education to Web3. And the reason why you structured it that way is because Steam doesn't allow Web3 games. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they don't. Okay. Understood. Do you plan on, so you have Digard, Steam, do you plan on any other publishing platforms?
After our PC version, we will release our game on mobile, but on the mobile, there will be no campaign. There will be dungeon, Clumbos, and PvP mode. And because campaign mode is really huge, and it's like when it ends approximately with 21 season, it will be really 100 gigabyte.
Got it. Very interesting. Okay, tell us a little bit about the lore. What's the stories about? Give us, like, without spoiling the game, tell us the things that you can tell about,
and let me do a little plug before you tell us that. I just bought the game on Steam, guys. So I didn't know you guys were on Steam. So this is awesome. Like, I had no idea Eldarune was on Steam. So I just bought it. I'm going to play it tonight. And if you guys want to get it, I suggest picking it up because this looks like this is my bag right here. So anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt, guys. Please tell us about lore. We love lore over here. So please continue. My apologies.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, thank you so much for your support, by the way. And as I mentioned, on the Steam version, there are lots of bugs, and don't get angry. Yeah. And the basic story is always there is a strong enemy and rule the world. And our main character, Alec, is a justiciar, and he is creating an army for him and for himself. And this army will be created by playing Dungeon Clumbos mode. And on the PvP side, this army of other people will battle each other. And I don't want to give so much details about the story.
Sure.
Yeah,
I get it. We're just, what we do over here. We like to get the alpha. We like to get the story beats straight from the creators. It does look like we have a couple questions in the chat. So if you wouldn't mind, I'll throw one of these on screen because it does relate to what we're talking about in terms of new NPCs and the AI. So someone XYZ, hey, John, tell us about NPCs AI. Will there be only one such character in the mainnet, or will all NPCs have AI?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, in the beginning, there will be one AI, and this AI will give the players the most powerful sword in the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And for the upcoming seasons, we are planning to increase the number of AIs in the game. And we want to make all the NPCs AI. And our biggest vision is actually creating, this is off topic, and creating metrics with our AIs and making intelligent them. Awesome. And like metaverse will be metrics.
Wow. Let me ask you a little bit about this AI aspect. Obviously, ChatGPT, Photoshop, generative AI, those are the rage right now. From what I can see, half my Twitter feed, which used to be crypto Twitter, is now AI Twitter, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not gonna lie, while I know how to use some of the basic AI features like GitHub Copilot or like ChatGPT and all that, I don't know the process of creating a AI or a large language model and then integrating it into the game. Can you walk us through the journey how did you guys start? Where did the idea come from, and how did you end up putting it into the game?
Yeah, actually, the idea was something like this. Some of our friends mentioned us about we can integrate AI into our game, and NPCs can talk with other players. And 2 days later, our head of game Tarık told us join now our Twitch, and I will show you something. And in 2 days, the dude integrated and different AI and created a product. And he definitely started to talk with a mage in the game named Elena, and the woman started to answer Tarık's questions. And related with the Elymnias and magic and fire magic and etc. All the details, and the process was like this, and we start to improve our process. And how we integrated AI. Yeah, I generally giving a McDonald's example. So you are getting a breed from from some distributor and getting lettuce from different distributor, and you are getting the meat from different distributor, and you are making the product. And you are adding some special sauce, and we have some special sauce.
Just to make sure I understand. So you basically got a trained agent, an AI sort of module that already works, and you told it who it is or what it is, and you made it role play, and it over time learned how to answer questions. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That is very cool. And quite honestly, shame on every other game that couldn't think of this, because this is a brilliant idea. Because, like, you know, you play any game, you go to the NPC, you click enough, it rotates across.
Yeah, like every time same script.
Yeah. I mean, I can see Jimmy's really enjoying it because he's suffered this for many hours and many years, I imagine. And like AI-based interactions in game also, does it also mean that every time you come in, it could be completely different because AI has learned since the last time you spoke to it?
Yeah. When you ask different questions, and the AI will answer these different answers. And yeah, actually, AI will not. For example, I'm an NPC and I'm a fire mage. I'm 35, and I know all of these, and my knowledge has a limit because I'm a human being. And if you ask, for example, on the Steam version, you will be able to ask Web3 related question, but we will educate the AI about Web3. But if you ask about what will be the Bitcoin price, or what will or if you ask like current news to AI, he or she will not able to answer to you, because they are living in a medieval fantasy world, and the AI knows it.
Interesting. And you know, let's say I download the game later today, find the sickest looking NPC, and I ask it to take over Elymnias. What is it gonna do? I'll be like, come be my partner. Let's completely take over this world. Like, how do you prevent, jokes aside, how do you prevent the AI from giving out too much information about how to win the game, or like how do you limit it within the game? I guess that's the main question I have.
How can I say?
Like, do you have to put parameters in place so that it doesn't release certain? Like, is it coded to only?
For example, if I haven't
finished, actually for the quests and for some suggestions, AI gives you riddles.
Okay.
And you need to solve the riddle.
I love that.
Yeah, AI giving all the information, but as a riddle, and you need to solve the riddle to solve the process of the game. And for example, current version on Digart site, on the you will also able to download game from Digart, and on the Digart version, there's an AI named Bilge, and Bilge is wise man in Turkish. And for example, one of our colleagues started to talk with Bilge, and Bilge giving some riddles, and our colleague gets really angry and he wants to kill the Bilge. And we asked to Tarık, our head of game, can you make the AI killable? And he will make the AI killable. And if you get angry to AI, you will able to kill it.
Interesting. But like, how do you, because, you know, the AI, is it one AI agent per player, or is it one AI agent for instance of the world?
Yeah, it's RPG, and on the campaign mode is single player. And for example, when you enter the chat GPT right now, and he will, if we ask same questions, ChatGPT will answer a little different to us, and it's like this. And there is like a single player, but on the PvP mode also, there will be AI. I can give details about the PvP.
I think like, you know, imagine an AI companion as you sort of travel through the world, you know, an AI companion that travels with you and that tells you tidbits or eggs, like Easter eggs about the lore, right? Because, you know, I always think about Diablo when it comes to RPG, or Fallout, which I used to play a lot, and you miss bits and pieces of the story, right? If there was an AI partner that's like, you know, hanging out with you throughout the game and tells you, hey, maybe we should go check this part of the map out before we progress to the next thing, like gives you some hints, would be very cool. Like there were
I am taking my notes. I will tell.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, you know, this is obviously going to make my age.
Yeah, that will be great. And think about it. You have a chance to educate your partner.
Exactly, about the lore, because if I understand and like the lore, I'm much more likely to play the game. So I'll tell you one example of this. So back in the 1990s, there was a game called Phantasmagoria. I don't know if you've ever played it. It was a 7-disc full movie sort of based adventure game. 1990s was all about like movie set, like actual pictures where they like link stuff. You would click on things, find hints, and try to solve a mystery. And the games were so hard. And imagine, like right now, in today's time, games are super easy. Everybody beats the game. Back then, I couldn't beat any of the games. They were so difficult because, like, if you miss one click somewhere, you couldn't progress. So they had this little companion skull on the lower right hand of the, or lower left, I can't remember, on which you would click, and it would give you a hint about, or like it was like more like a riddle, but it was an easy enough riddle that it would help you get to the next thing. I think it would be very interesting to have an AI version of it, and like the AI could learn about your objectives. If you're a warrior and you're like, I'm just going to make an example up, you're level 20 but your gear is level 10, and it will give you a hint about, hey, you should probably go, you know, fight in this cave and kill some monsters so that you can upgrade your gear, or hey, you should go do this quest to help out whatever other character in the game. I think it would be very cool if the AI worked as a sort of companion guide, and depending on the difficulty level a user chooses, you know, it can give you less help or more help, all that stuff. But anyways, like having a adaptive AI type implementation in a game is incredibly awesome. Yeah. Like I don't think I've ever seen another game that does that yet. I'm sure there's going to be a few soon, but right now I haven't seen it.
After the stream, after they copy Eldarune and watch the stream.
Yeah. That's right. Now that the stream is public, you know, people will do it. Right. So, you know, go ahead. Were you going to say something?
No. Yeah, you're right.
I was just going to say, you know, now that we talked about the game a little bit, tell us a little bit about your roadmap. I took a quick look before the show about, you know, on your roadmap, and whew, that is one hell of a roadmap, my friend. There's like 50 additional things to do. So tell us, what were the big achievements in the last 6 months, I guess, and then tell us what's coming.
Yeah, the first goal is our mainnet release. and on the PC. And after that, the mobile version will be our second goal. And our third goal is Steam, and fourth one is PlayStation and console and Xbox actually, and
Pretty
in
huge.
addition to PlayStation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
And
huge.
currently our team in talks with PlayStation, and once we release our game on the mainnet, we will fasten and accelerate our communication with PlayStation. And this is also good. Also on the PlayStation, there will be on the campaign mode. And like every 2 or 3 months, there will be new season. And for every season, the AI mechanics will be developed, and we will make some improvements on our AI mechanics. And we will add new characters, and new story will be revealed. And yeah, constantly we have a hyped, hyped process that players will enjoy, and we will release every time new thing. And actually, there are a couple of things: AI, new seasons, new characters, and new new places that like PC, mobile, and console.
And can you remind me which blockchains are you launching on? Obviously, I think you launched on BNB already. Do you have any plans on having multiple blockchains supported?
Yeah. You know, I believe that with Gökçe, while you're talking with Gökçe, we were on AVAX and Polygon at the same time, our testnet, and we released on BNB chain our token, and also our game will be on BNB chain on the first. But after that, we already have contracts for the integrating with AVAX, Polygon, and also Arbitrum. And yeah, once we release our game, we will choose our best next chain and our network, and we want to reach lots of users. And I believe that what we are building is really huge, and the AI mechanics, you're not able to see this AI mechanics most of the Web2 games.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Sorry, go ahead, Firestorm.
No, I was just going to say the only use of AI that I've seen in Web2 is where they trained agents to play games and beat humans. Like StarCraft is quite famous with this, where there is a AI called Alpha Star, and they trained it, and it was basically beating not the absolute top tier, but like one tier lower professional StarCraft players. And its micro was incredibly sick. Like the control that it has is like unbelievable. That's the only case I've seen in games. Otherwise, like the game AI, as what people called it, usually sucked.
The mimic tier from Elden Ring was pretty good when the game first dropped, and then they nerfed it. So that's the only game AI I can think of that's really good. But yeah, totally.
Yeah. Also, there's a difference. For example, Eldarune is a small gaming studio. Like we have 21 people in total. And when you look Eldarune, Eldarune, their team is huge, and
they have like 200
they
people.
Yeah. And they have a huge budget and etc. And when you compare Eldarune with Eldarune, actually we are doing quite good job.
I agree.
Yeah,
I wholeheartedly agree. That's awesome, man. And it looks like it does look like. Hold on, there was another question here. Now this is kind of a spicy one. I don't know if we can even answer this, but somebody asked, "Will there be listing of Elda on Dexalot?" I don't know if you guys can comment on that one, but I had to put it in there. You know,
that's a question of
why not? It's a great good question.
Was,
do you guys supporting
listing
BNB chain?
Yeah. Not at this time. BNB can definitely be supported. We do have a plan on going cross-chain. And technically any EVM compatible network could be supported. And I guess if I flip the question, do you intend for your token to be available across other blockchains as well? Because if you do, then it's easier. If it's available in the Avalanche, we can probably list it very quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
if we move to Avalanche, we will definitely be on Dexalot for sure.
Awesome. That's
awesome.
man.
Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yes, for
Yeah,
sure. Well, this is awesome, John. I just want to thank you for coming on the show. I got 2 questions before we let you go.
I'm here. You can ask any question.
All right, great. So my first one is, will you come back and talk to us again? Because this is the second Eldarune appearance we've had on the show. We need to make 3rd time's the charm here. So we'd love for you to come back. I love hearing about Eldarune. I'm going to be diving into your Steam version tonight, so I'm really excited about that. So can we have you come back next time we have some new developments for Eldarune?
Yeah, definitely. Also, we can join with Tarık, and we can make more nerd talks with with him.
We'd love that.
Yeah, that will be really. I and Tarık will really enjoy with this process. Yeah.
I think we'd love to have I mean, the more the merrier. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That's how we feel about it. And then my second question. Now, guys, if you're just joining us, John was in the chat very early in the show and requested Chumbawamba. I played Tub Thumping, the classics.
Yeah.
You get knocked down, you get back up again. I need to play another request for you because we're going to play a little bit of music at the end of the show. So what other song would you like to hear? I don't mean to put you on the spot. If you need to think about it and contact our producer or hit me up in the private chat, that's fine. But I always play some music at the end of the show to take us out, and I always play our guest request. So let me know what you got if you got a song request.
Me?
He's thinking. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I thinking you were asking.
No, I'm asking you specifically. Yeah.
Okay. What should be the genre is?
Whatever you want.
You can
hits.
make remixes, right? You can make remix.
Sure. What do you want me to do?
You can open one of our original soundtrack album.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that on the fly. That might be a little tough for me. But I could work on something and send it to you. That'd actually be a fun challenge. I can do that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I actually love these days listening Great Spirit from Armin van Buuren.
Oh, okay.
And or Free Tibet.
Okay. All right. So Armin van Buuren. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do Great Springs by Armin van Buuren. That sounds great, man. Producer John, if you can procure that for me. Our producer's name is also John, by the way. So sorry for the confusion. But the One Horn Horse himself, guys, chat, thank him for being here. John, thank you so much for being here and dropping all this knowledge about Eldarune. We love hearing about exciting game projects, and especially ones that are implementing AI in such a unique way. I mean, this is kind of a game changer. So definitely got to have you come back, but just want to thank you so much for being here. This has been awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Firestrom. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I really enjoy, and yeah.
Of course. We'll see you again for sure.
My man.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time,
guys.
John. Thank you so much for being here.